Hi all. So I am back again today, and today I want to talk about healing the avoidant attachment style, taking you from independence to intimacy, basically. And I am once again in my daughter's room. I don't know if you can see it, but there's like the Hello Kitty in the corner there. Um, I tend to edit these for TikTok rather than places like YouTube, so it tends to be like mobile phone size. So I don't know what you can see. I don't know how bad the videos are because I hate watching them back. Anyway, let's crack on with today's video. And so basically, if you've ever thought to yourself, I just don't need anyone, or if closeness starts to feel suffocating no matter how much you care, you might relate to avoidant attachment. Dismissive avoidant attachment, I'm talking about in this case, not fearful avoidant. So for this video, I'm talking about dismissive avoidant. And I want to start by saying this to you. Avoidant attachment doesn't mean you're cold or incapable of love. Everybody will tell you that that's exactly what it means. That is not what it means. It does not mean that you are cold or incapable of love. You absolutely are capable of love, and you are able to be warm. You are able to be warm and romantic. So what it actually means is you learned very early on that needing people wasn't safe. That's what it means. Needing somebody else, having to rely on somebody else, wasn't a safe place for you to place yourself, basically. But healing avoidant attachment doesn't mean giving up your independence. I know you guys are fiercely independent to an unhealthy level. It means learning that intimacy doesn't have to cost you your freedom. Now, that's the hard bit for you guys, because for you, you've programmed yourselves to believe that being close to others, being intimate with other people, having to emotionally connect with others means that you are going to lose the freedom that you cling so tightly to. So, it often begins in childhood when emotions weren't met with warmth or curiosity. Maybe when you cried, you were told to stop being so dramatic or, man up, stop crying, I'll give you something to cry about. Maybe when you asked for attention, you were ignored. Very possibly. Very probably, actually. Or maybe your parents were kind but emotionally unavailable, always busy or distant or uncomfortable with feelings themselves. So you learned to turn your emotions off. Off. You learned that if you wanted to feel safe, you had to handle things yourself. You could not rely on anyone else. That kind of independence was survival, by the way, not selfishness. Everybody will tell you you're horribly cold, you're selfish, you're incapable of feeling things. That is not true. That is not true. This was survival for you, not selfishness. But as adults, that same strategy can leave you feeling disconnected from others. You crave love, but fear what it may take from you, essentially. So I'm going to give you some steps to go through that you can start today because I haven't given any real guidance on how to help these attachment styles up until now. So for our dismissive avoidance today, I'm going to give you a few steps that will help start the healing process. So step one is awareness, noticing the pull away, as I call it. So the first step to healing avoidant attachment, healing dismissive avoidant attachment, is awareness. Now, it's very hard. Dismissive avoidance, I find, have to reach a stage where everything seems to have collapsed around them before they will admit that they've got a problem. Now, if you're a little bit more self-aware and you're watching this because you want to fix this, then great, you are doing so well, and I am so pleased and proud of you, and you should be proud of yourself too. So, the first step to healing of a dismissive avoidant attachment is awareness. Start noticing when you shut down or retreat. And this is a big thing with you guys. Maybe a partner asks for more closeness and you suddenly feel irritated or trapped. That's a big one. Or maybe a friend gets emotional and you switch to problem solving mode instead of empathy. Another big one for you guys. When that happens, pause and ask yourself, what emotion am I avoiding right now? And what would happen if I stayed present just a little bit longer? Sorry, my dog's trying to jump on the bed. And she's pretending like she can't, but I'm not helping her. Oh, there she goes. So anyway, avoidants often pull away not because they don't care. They do, they care deeply, but because the emotion feels too much for them. So the work isn't to stop needing space, it's to understand what triggers that need and why. That's what we need to work on with a dismissive avoidant. So step two would be, I will learn to count one day. Step two is practicing staying gently. So healing for avoidance doesn't mean forcing connection. It's about building tolerance for emotional closeness slowly, gently, and safely. So one of the things that you can try is this. Stay in a conversation 2 minutes longer than you usually would, even though it's uncomfortable. Even if you feel deeply uncomfortable, stay in it for just 2 extra minutes longer than you usually would. When you feel that urge to get away from it, to get out of it, to stop the conversation, stay for 2 minutes more. Or you could, when someone expresses emotion, listen instead of trying to fix it. Listen and try and empathize with them. They don't need you to fix it unless they've actually said to you, help me fix this. How do I fix this emotion? Unless they've said that to you, they don't want you to fix it. They want you to listen. So listen instead of fixing. Dismissive avoidants have a tendency to try and fix things so that they go away and they're not so uncomfortable. Don't. Sit and listen. Or you could let someone comfort you, even if it feels really awkward. If you've had a really shitty day, tell somebody and let them comfort you. You may not even know how you want to be comforted. That's okay. That's okay. You don't have to know. Maybe they have some ideas, or maybe they could just sit and listen. That's all it takes sometimes to be comforted, just to know that somebody is sitting and listening and somebody that cares. So these moments may seem really small, but they're really powerful. And I know it doesn't seem like a lot. So I know I will no doubt get like messages from people saying, well, you didn't tell them to do very much. You just told them to sit and listen. Well, that's a small but powerful move for a dismissive avoidant. Each time you stay instead of shutting down, your nervous system learns that connection doesn't equal danger, it equals care. That's what we're trying to rewire here. So, yes, it may seem small, but it's so powerful. It's so powerful. So, step three, I would say, is reconnecting with your own needs. So, avoidant attachers, dismissive avoidants often say, I'm fine. I'm fine. But that's usually code for I've learned to ignore my own needs, isn't it? Basically. So the next time you feel tense or disconnected, ask yourself, what do I actually need right now? What do I actually need right now? It might be that you need rest or reassurance or touch or space or just a deep breath, just a few deep breaths. You can't build emotional intimacy if you're disconnected from yourself first. And here's the truth, expressing your needs doesn't make you weak. It doesn't make you weak. It makes you available to others. That's what it does. So, step four is practicing safe vulnerability. So, vulnerability doesn't have to mean spilling your soul. It can be as simple as, I'm finding this hard, or I need a bit of time to think, or I care about you even when I need space. Start small. Start small. Safe vulnerability isn't about exposure, it's about being authentic without abandoning yourself. And every time you let someone see just a little bit more of you, you're proving to your nervous system that it's okay to be seen. It is okay to be seen. You are safe. So, step five is building safety through consistency. So, for dismissive avoidant attachers, safety isn't built through words, it's built through reliability. So, anxious attachers, we like words. We like words. Dismissive avoidants do not. They like reliability. So start showing up consistently for yourself. Keep your word. Be honest about when you need time alone. It's okay to say to somebody, even an anxious attacher may feel like it may trigger them a little bit, but that's their problem, not yours. Be honest when you need a bit of time alone. We all need time alone sometimes. It's the safe and secure thing to do. And follow through on small promises. So, consistency is what helps you trust yourself. And when you trust yourself, connection stops feeling like a threat. So, because I like to do these reflections and I know some of you are enjoying them, I'm going to carry them on. So, here's your reflection for today, guys. What's one small way you can practice staying this week? Just one small way. Maybe it's not ending the conversation early. Maybe it's letting someone in, even just a little bit. Healing avoidant attachment, healing dismissive avoidant attachment doesn't mean you stop valuing independence. It means you stop confusing independence with safety. That's the thing. You're allowed to be independent, but independence isn't safety all the time. Because true freedom isn't isolation. It's not. Isolating yourself isn't freeing. It's not freedom. You've trapped yourself in your own little castle and you are alone in it. True freedom isn't isolation, it's the ability to be close and secure. You can love and still be you, essentially. Anyway, that's me for today. I've talked long enough. I shall see you again tomorrow. Take care, guys. Bye.